Hi guy. Welcome to Sam's Movie Review channel. This is the Fanbay Prairie in the depths of northern South Africa. The prolonged drought in winter makes this area lack of water. One of the few water sources has become a hunting ground for predators. A fierce lion can rush towards its prey more than 10 meters away. The hordes of hounds became his only enemy. They have the strongest jaws in the animal kingdom. Explosive power. Enough to make him crush a bone 4 times the size. In order to survive, the ancient tribes gathered in the local area have adopted a nomadic lifestyle. Gradually in this cruel land, adapted to the changing seasons of the game rules. This time the female challenger is called Kiele. This beautiful young lady works in a motorcycle shop. As an avid motorcycle rider, she has a strong adventurous spirit. The exercises as a child also gave her some survival skills. But she is prone to self-doubt, which is undoubtedly a fatal shortcoming. May make her difficult to choose in this cruel environment. So her initial score is 6.3. Another male challenger is called Tim, 53 years old now. As far as he is concerned, he is definitely a great survival expert. It is just a piece of cake. Also, he started practicing archery when he was 8 or 9 years old. Tim has more than 30 years of hunting experience, able to gain an advantage in a variety of harsh terrain. So his initial rating is 7.1 points at the expert level. The 2 challengers have arrived at the birthplace under the transportation of the small pickup. After undressing here, maintain a 21-day crazy journey. The curtain kicked off. The place where the 2 meet is not far away. After a while, a naked madman saw another naked madman. After a simple greeting to introduce myself. It's the annual blind box time again. Kiele pulled out a roll of rope. The program team is very generous this time. Changed to a brand new pot. Then the 2 looked at the map and research. They just took a look. Understand the next course of action. After the discussion, the 2 of them went on the road without hesitation. This is just the beginning. Both Kayayala and Tim felt the malice from the traffickers in the northern prairie. Direct sunlight make them feel like they are in a steamer. The current temperature has reached a high temperature of 33.3 degrees Celsius. The stones on the floor are hot and sharp. This caused both of them to suffer. It can take long for the 2 of them to have new discoveries. That is the remains of an animal. Looking at tooth marks and claw marks, Tim guessed it was killed by either the lion or the hound. Then the 2 began their journey of scavenging. Stop and go along the way to pick up a lot of good things. Before they knew it, they had come to the first water source. This tree can not only shade spikes on the tree, it also forms a natural protective umbrella. After confirming, the 2 will start their own actions. They found a lot of branches and thorns, and closed the whole camp sturdy. Immediately afterwards, fireflies rose up successfully. Time passed quickly. The 2 ushered in the first night on the doubling prairie. At night, they can clearly feel animals passing by around the camp. They were so scared that they couldn't have a good rest. Can only survive the first night of fear. Early next morning, Tim and Kayila surveyed the surroundings of the camp. The hippo carcass left nearby yesterday actually disappeared. You know that the thing weighs hundreds of kilograms. If any animal can drag him away, Tim feels numb when he thinks of this. This challenge is for 2 people. Is a long walking race. At least 3 more hikes. This is too hard for them who are barefoot. So they plan to make a pair of shoes with the fur they picked up yesterday. Kiele dexterity. The shoes are finished and time flies. Came the second night. Tonight is much better than the first night. Very quiet all around. So they can have a good rest for the whole night. Time to get up early on the 3rd day. The 2 of them are very energetic. Now that they have shoes, they plan to take the initiative. Arrange meals on the itinerary. This bird hasn't watched yet. I first found the fresh footprints left by the lion. This discovery made their hair stand upright. After all, this is too close to their camp. Soon Tim found his goal on the lake. He lowered his position and carefully fumbled over. Just when he raised his hand to shoot an arrow. But the bird is aware of something. The food flew away. In the next few days, both of them were trying to get food, but always go out with hope. Disappointed and returned empty-handed. Just like this, the time came to the 5th day. They encountered the most dangerous situation in history. Not far from the 2, there's a huge lion walking around. So scared that they hurriedly fled back. Now they knew that the camp was not safe anymore. Decided to move and leave tomorrow morning. The lion visited their camp that night. Fortunately, the other party did not take any further action. Tim and Kayila were able to recover a small life. Survived a thrilling night. The dawn of the 6th day finally came before the transfer. But you have to prepare. They made straw hats and torches for body protection, even at the last moment. Capture rare protein at a squirrel feast. After eating and drinking, the two took the guide and went on the road. Want to reach the next water source? They have to walk 6,000 meters on foot. And at this time, it has baked in the sun. The ground sand and gravel temperature has reached 75 degrees Celsius. Around. The two arrived at the second water source and found a small cave as the second camp. This cave is a natural shelter. It can prevent attacks from large carnivores. Right. Inside those stones, there may be other deadly gadgets lurking. I'm finished here. Tim was bitten by a scorpion at night. Fortunately, this scorpion doesn't seem to be poisonous. His problem is not a long time to come to the 8th day. After a long journey, the energy that the little squirrel brought to them has been swept back. Now the two are in urgent need of protein supplements. In order to find food, Tim went out with his bow and arrow, but to return empty-handed in disappointment. There is no gain in proactive attack, but the food hasn't been done yet. The Earth Mother was bitten by something again. This is very serious. There is a package swollen on his back. The purple looks very scary. Keeley hurriedly called Bam, the accompanying doctor. There are obvious black spots in the center of the wound. The doctor infers that this is the trick of the violent spider. In the worst case, infection and concentration disease. The doctor did a simple treatment for him. The injury did not worsen after one night. But this place can't stay anymore. The two decided to set off for the next location. And the next road will be the longest one. With hunger and the scorching sun, Kim and Keelo move forward step by step. After a few hours, they arrive at the largest water source. He is attracting more prey at the same time. It can be said that this place is much more dangerous than the first two. Build a shelter for the third time. The two seem to be much more skilled. The construction of the shelter was completed very quickly, ushered in the first night after moving. Coming to day 17. The panic came to the river to find food. This place is different from the previous one. Here is full of life. Effortlessly, Keely caught a tortoise easily. This harvest makes the two of them happy. Protein after more than 10 days. So enjoy a beautiful meal. So the two of them sat beside the fireflies and ate tortoise hot pot. Probably it really works when the places change. After the penultimate day, thinking of protein, they pick up bird eggs again. This time the energy to be separated is also available. Finally, the time has come to the 21st day of the two people's hearts. In the challenge of this last day, Tim and Kayala have to cross the 8,000-meter hot sandy sea. The two took a deep breath, encouraging each other to gritted their teeth and finish the last journey. Standing on the top of the mountain, they saw the beautiful scenery, have left their footprints. Amidst the cheers, they ushered in a pickup truck to greet them home. In this 21-day challenge, Keely successfully lost 9 kg. His overall score has also changed from the original 6.3, rise to 7.2 heads. Success surpassed one's limit. Help teammates complete the challenge. He is indispensable. So his overall score is from 7.1, rose to 7.6 points. Well, it is not easy for newcomers to create. Your subscription is my biggest encouragement. See you next time.